Alright, let's do this. It was January 2008. It had been 3 months since my favorite wrestler of all time, John Cena, had been injured, and I was still obsessed with the WWE. I loved Jeff Hardy, I loved Batista and Rey Mysterio, The Undertaker, I obviously hated Edge, and I would still watch every show every week, but there was something missing. As fun as it was to see my favorites, at the end of the day, the favorite was not there, and I had no idea when he was coming back. I remember sitting there in January of 2008 watching the Royal Rumble, and after an amazing night, it was time for the last entrant, and I was excited, but it wasn't that serious, because realistically, who could have possibly been? I already knew that the big stars came and went, Batista and Triple H were in the ring. I had no expectations, but there was some tiny little hope in my 9-year-old heart, and I was just like, please be Cena. And then it happened. John Cena came out to one of the loudest reactions ever. The arena was shaking. I was jumping for joy. I was so happy. I didn't even know what to say. It was just pandemonium. It was one of the greatest moments of my life, to be honest, and wrestling peaked for me. I don't know what to say. Cena was amped, I was amped, and it was my GOAT. It was and is my favorite wrestling moment ever, and ever since then, ever since January of 2008 when I was 9 years old, I've been chasing that wrestling high. Since then, there have been so many epic matches, moments involving Cena, involving other wrestlers, but there was just something about that cold night in January that had never been replicated. Wrestling never gave me the happiness, that joy, that excitement that I got on that night. Fast forward to July of 2021. I'm 22 years old. I have a wrestling channel on YouTube where I have 100,000 subscribers. Life is so different. Life is good. Life is amazing. And here I was, watching Money in the Bank 2021. Roman Reigns was standing in the ring after a 33-minute match with Edge. He stood in the ring as the Tribal Chief, the new top star of the WWE, the face of the company. I was sitting there, I was watching, and I had that feeling. I knew that there were rumors that John Cena was going to come back for SummerSlam. I knew them, but I didn't know when he was going to come back. In my head, it was probably going to be a random episode of SmackDown, but as the show was about to end, I had that same tiny bit of hope again. Please, Cena. Roman is standing in the ring. He told the fans to acknowledge him, and there was a brief pause, and my heart just started racing faster and faster, and then it happened. Wrestling once again made me feel like I was 9 years old. It felt like it was 2008 all over again, like I was watching the 08 Rumble. Cena was amped, I was amped, my GOAT, my fave, my hero, John Cena was back. And wrestling made me feel some ways that I had not felt in over 10 years, when with the biggest smile on my face, I was legit speechless. My phone was blowing up, FaceTime calls, Snapchats, Twitter, Instagram, at the same time trying to tell my girlfriend what just happened. As Cena's music played and the crowd was just going absolutely nuts and I was just sitting there with my jaw on the floor, I finally, I got that feeling that I had been chasing since January of 2008. Somehow, some way, the WWE, somehow John Cena had me, a grown-ass 22-year-old man, just jumping for joy. And it's a moment that I'm never going to forget. It's moments like this where you're just happy you're a wrestling fan, because there is no other form of media or entertainment that can bring you joy like this. Only wrestling fans can understand, man. Like, the way wrestling can make a wrestling fan feel is unmatched. No TV show, no sporting event, no movie can replicate it. I love wrestling, and now at SummerSlam we are going to get a match for the ages, the two top dogs. The face of my generation is back to take on the face of the current generation, and it's going to be amazing. And this is it. I am just so happy. I'm ecstatic. This is going to be the best thing ever, because this is it. This is like the conclusion to my childhood. This is the grand finale. This is John Cena, the man who made me love wrestling. The man who, like, honestly, if it wasn't for Cena, I would never have fallen in love with wrestling the way I did. He's getting old now. He's on his way out. He's going to retire. He's gonna go be a movie star, but this is it. It's the last hurrah. Old man John Cena is going to do his thing, and for me, it just hits differently. Because I don't know how many more matches Cena has left in him. I don't know how many more big matches are left, and honestly, he's versing Roman Reigns. It's hard to get a bigger match for John Cena, so this is it. This is the finale. This is the end. This is the conclusion. I don't know. I don't even know how to properly describe this with no words. It's just special. It's honestly just special. John Cena is back. He's taking on Roman Reigns. And I feel like I'm 9 years old once again. And this might be the last true wrestling moment that will ever make me feel this happy, because I'm getting older and I don't have a connection to the newer wrestlers. I'm never going to have the same connection with the newer wrestlers that I have with John Cena. So this is it. This is like the last hurrah, not just for John Cena, but honestly for my wrestling fandom, because I'll love wrestling going forward. I'll love it, but this is it. But yo, that's not all that happened this night. There was another 2 hours and 57 minutes of a WWE pay-per-view that went down, and honestly, we gotta talk about it. I don't make videos often on current day WWE, but yo, Money in the Bank 21 was just fun. Just like WrestleMania, it didn't feel real to see real people in the crowd, real reactions, not some scary TV screens. It didn't feel real, and it truly makes you appreciate how much wrestling fans mean to wrestling, and this show was awesome. The 3 hours just flew by, and yeah, there's some boring parts and some shaky parts, definitely, but I miss this. I miss this so much, and I'm just excited for the WWE going forward. But before we talk about that, can we please just talk about how the WWE hates Kofi Kingston? Oh wait, we already knew that. Kofi Kingston died tonight. Kofi Kingston was legit murdered in a WWE ring, and I haven't seen Kofi Kingston destroyed like that since his last WWE Championship match. Kofi Kingston was just brutalized, and it was not pretty, and I'm just surprised that nobody called the police, because the crowd was traumatized. And Bobby Lashley, respect to you, sir, you do you. I just want to know, who did Kofi Kingston piss off backstage? Who is it? Because somebody clearly hates Kofi. But this was just a squash match in every way, and Bobby Lashley is on an insane run, and you love to see it. But you know what I don't love to see? Goldberg wrestling in 2021. Why? Why? I have seen the rumors, I have seen the news, and no, we can't do this. Just stay home, Goldberg. I don't care how much the WWE is paying you. At this point, us fans should start a GoFundMe to pay for Goldberg's salary so he doesn't have to wrestle. I don't know what the next steps are for Lashley, but he definitely needs to file a restraining order against Goldberg. Bring back Brock Lesnar, or do something fresh, do something exciting. Just please, no, God, no Goldberg. On this night, Charlotte and Rhea was just a fire match, and honestly, I'm not even a fan of either of them, but this match was elite. The fans at the beginning were so out of it. They were chanting for Becky, and they did not like Charlotte. It got pretty bad that Charlotte even flipped them off. But by the end, the same idiots that were booing her and chanting for Becky were bowing down to Charlotte. I did not see Charlotte winning coming, but after her tweaking in this match the way she did, I can't even be mad. She put on a special performance. Her and Rhea had the crowd in the palm of their hands, and they had an amazing match. And even my dumbass was falling for pinfalls after regular moves, because even just the DDTs that Charlotte were doing, they looked deadly. They looked like they killed Rhea, and Charlotte won. It is what it is. That's the thing. At first, I was kind of annoyed. I was kind of triggered. I'm like, wow, Charlotte, 14-time champion that fast. It is unnecessary, I know, but yo, it's hard to hate on her after a match like this. She is clearly one of the best. But now the question is, so Becky is gonna return soon. But does she return to beef Charlotte, or does Becky go to SmackDown and beef Bianca? And honestly, I don't know which one I prefer, but it's definitely going to be fun. The men's Money in the Bank was insane. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm overreacting, but am I tripping when I say that this might be one of the best Money in the Bank matches ever? There were so many insane spots, so much craziness. Ricochet just doing shit with his body that shouldn't be possible. Kevin Owens has a broken back. Please, Kevin, just take a year off. Just take some time off. And Big E is the man, and seeing Big E climb the ladder and it's sinking in like, yo, he might actually win. The crowd was on their feet. It was perfect. The right guy won, and it was so much fun. And now it all makes sense. He has to cash in against Lashley. He has to get revenge for his New Day boys and just book it, okay? No Goldberg. Fuck Goldberg, leave him at home. Vince, you have Big E, you have Lashley, just let them go at it. Please, I'm begging you, bro, just no Goldberg. The main event was what we expected. It's still surreal to me that the man I hated so much as a kid, now when I'm older, whenever I see him, I can't help but smile. As much as I joke around about hating Edge, I respect him. I respect him a lot. And now whenever I hear, you think you know me, I get all the chills. Roman Reigns versus Edge was a great match. It was kind of slow in the beginning, but once it picked up, it was a great great match. It set up Rollins versus Edge, Cena versus Roman, Mysterios versus Usos too, but for the first time in a long time, I'm honestly just excited for the WWE. The fans are back, there's this freshness, this excitement, there's so many possibilities, and I'm just excited. I don't know how long this will last, I don't even know if it's worth being excited for, but regardless, tonight, when this show ended, I just felt good, and it was a great show, and the WWE really has a chance to go off now if you think about it. They have the perfect chance to bounce back from the pandemic and just make the second half of 2021 elite. It's giving me second half of 2016 vibes. Cena is back, Roman is goated, Big E is Mr. Money in the Bank, Finn is back on the main roster, Lashley's in the zone, Becky's coming back, Rollins versus Edge, Bianca Belair is a star, Charlotte is Charlotte. They can really create some magic going forward. Please capitalize on this. Alright, just do it. I want to be invested again. But honestly, after Money in the Bank 2021, shit, I am invested. It's your boy Pav, aka Wrestling Gifts. Thank you for watching. This was a short video, a quick video. And on a scale of 1 to Pav, how happy are you that John Cena came back? Thank you guys for your support. I just wanted to make this quick video. It's 3 in the morning while I'm recording this. Just wanted to get my thoughts out there. So sorry if it's not the best video. But I'll see you guys later. More content coming soon. It's your boy Pav, aka Wrestling Gifts. And I'm out. Later.